Did you know that what you do in the first 60 minutes of your morning could determine whether you'll live vibrantly into your 90s or slowly decline by 75? Most people unknowingly sabotage their health every single day before they even finish breakfast. In this video, you'll discover 10 science-backed morning habits that are keeping thousands of people over 70 sharp, strong, and full of energy. Habit number 7 takes less than 1 minute but could protect your brain from dementia. Stay with me to the end. You'll be surprised how simple these habits are, yet life-changing. Meet Mr. Tanaka, 74, from Osaka, Japan. Just 5 years ago, he was sluggish, overweight, and often short of breath. His doctor told him, "You're aging faster than your age." But today, Mr. Tanaka hikes twice a week, plays Go with friends every evening, and hasn't taken a single prescription in 3 years. The turning point? He didn't change everything. He simply rebuilt his morning routine, one habit at a time. Habit 1: Immediate hydration. The moment you wake up, your body is in a state of silent emergency. After 6 to 8 hours without fluids, your blood has thickened, your organs are dehydrated, and your kidneys are under pressure. Your heart has to work harder to pump this sludgy blood, and your brain, already vulnerable with age, gets less oxygen and nutrients. And most people? They reach for coffee first, making it even worse. Researchers at Harvard Medical School found that overnight dehydration accelerates cellular aging by up to 31%. Dr. Jessica Rothman, a nephrologist at Harvard, explains. During sleep, water loss through breathing and sweat thickens the blood and stresses small blood vessels in the kidneys and brain. This chronic morning strain is one of the hidden accelerators of aging we've ignored for decades. Sylvia had been battling fatigue, minor memory lapses, and signs of early kidney dysfunction. Her doctor mentioned dialysis as a future possibility. Then a friend told her about a seminar on morning longevity habits. One simple tip stood out. Drink a full glass of water before doing anything else. Skeptical but desperate, Sylvia started placing a glass of room temperature water on her nightstand every night. For 60 days straight, she drank it within the first 2 minutes of waking. The result? Her kidney function improved by 28%, her brain fog lifted, and her doctor was stunned. He asked me what new medication I'd started. Sylvia laughed. I said, just water, before my feet hit the floor. Every night before bed, place a full glass, at least 16 ounces, of room temperature water by your bedside. The moment you open your eyes, sit up and drink the entire glass before checking your phone or brushing your teeth. Avoid cold water, it can shock your system. Lukewarm water is absorbed faster and gentler on the stomach. Think of it as your internal shower, flushing out toxins, kickstarting digestion, and rehydrating your brain. How to do it? Every night before bed, place a full glass, at least 16 ounces, of room temperature water by your bedside. The moment you open your eyes, sit up and drink the entire glass before checking your phone or brushing your teeth. Avoid cold water, it can shock your system. Lukewarm water is absorbed faster and gentler on the stomach. Think of it as your internal shower, flushing out toxins, kickstarting digestion, and rehydrating your brain. Your action step. Commit to this tomorrow morning. It takes less than 60 seconds, costs nothing, and could literally extend your life. Thousands of people over 70 swear by it, and their kidneys, hearts, and minds are proof that it works. Will you try it tomorrow? Comment water below if you're starting this habit. Let's hydrate to longevity, together. Habit 2: Get natural morning light, within the first 30 minutes. Consequences of skipping it. If you don't get natural light exposure within 30 minutes of waking up, your circadian rhythm will be severely disrupted. This causes persistent fatigue throughout the day, difficulty sleeping at night, impaired memory, mood, and even an increased risk of cognitive decline after age 70. Morning light not only helps you feel awake, but it also serves as a natural alarm clock for your whole body. Skipping it is like ignoring a vital signal that helps your body function in sync. A study from the National Institute on Aging shows that Exposure to natural light within 30 minutes of waking can increase evening melatonin levels by 73%, significantly improving sleep quality and cognitive function. Dr. Andrew Peterson, a chronobiology expert, shares. Morning light triggers a biological cascade that regulates hormones, energy, and even focus for the next 24 hours. Real story, Benjamin, 75 years old. Benjamin had struggled with insomnia for over 30 years. He tried everything, sleeping pills, air purifiers, melatonin supplements, but nothing helped him sleep well long term. One day, his doctor suggested a simple solution. Every morning, step out onto your porch and sit there for 10 minutes, no matter if it's sunny or cloudy. At first, Benjamin was skeptical. But he tried it. And just after 2 weeks, he noticed. He could fall asleep faster, sleep deeper, and no longer wake up in the middle of the night. His blood pressure significantly dropped. His mood improved, and he felt sharper in the afternoon. Benjamin shared. Just sitting on my porch with a cup of coffee in the morning changed my life. Good sleep didn't come from pills, it came from the morning light. How to implement it? You don't need to exercise or go far. Simply, right after waking up, open your curtains or step out onto your balcony or in the garden. Spend at least 10 minutes in natural light. Even on cloudy days, outdoor light is 50 times stronger than indoor light. If you can't go outside, sit by a large window or use a light therapy lamp during the colder winter months. Tip: combine this habit with Habit 1, drinking water in the morning, or Habit 7, gentle stretching, to create a golden morning routine. Action step: tomorrow, commit to spending 10 minutes in natural light right after waking up. You can. Sit and enjoy your tea/coffee on the porch. Take your dog for a walk around the yard. Simply open the window and breathe in fresh air. Habit 3, gentle movement before breakfast. Consequences of skipping it. Right after waking up, if you sit still for too long or just scroll through your phone, your body reacts by increasing joint stiffness, slowing down blood circulation, and even triggering inflammatory responses. The result? Persistent soreness, especially in the knees, wrists, and shoulders. Decreasing joint flexibility, making it harder to move over time. Increased risk of early joint degeneration, especially in older adults. This is why light movement right after waking up is a natural supplement for your joints. According to a study from Mayo Clinic, just a few minutes of light movement in the morning can reduce osteoarthritis by up to 65% in older adults. Dr. Lisa Monroe, head of the Department of Geriatrics at Mayo Clinic, states, gentle movement before breakfast triggers a process called autophagy, a cell cleaning mechanism that reduces inflammation and keeps your joints functioning much more efficiently. Real story, Harriet, 68 years old. Harriet had been living with chronic knee pain for years, so much so that her doctor recommended knee replacement surgery. But before going under the knife, a physical therapist suggested, try 7 minutes of gentle joint movement every morning, before eating or drinking anything. She began with simple movements like ankle circles, shoulder rolls, and slow stretches. After 3 months, a miracle happened. Her pain reduced by over 70%. She could walk upstairs without a cane. And most importantly, the surgery was canceled. Harriet shared, I thought my active life was over. Now, I can walk with my grandkids every evening without pain. It all started with 7 minutes every morning. How to implement it? No gym needed. No equipment required. You can start right at the edge of your bed. Try these movements. Ankle and wrist circles, 10 circles in each direction. Shoulder rolls, lift, rotate back, and relax. Side bends, stretch your waist and hips. Slow forward bends, if you can't reach your toes, just lean forward and that's fine. Stretch your arms upward and take deep breaths, wake up your whole body. Just 5 to 7 minutes will make your joints feel warmed up and your mind much clearer. Tomorrow, spend 5 minutes doing gentle joint movements before breakfast. You'll feel less stiff. Move more easily with less joint pain. Boost your circulation and start the day full of energy. Habit 4, 30 to 2 breathing, just 30 seconds to reset your nervous system. The risk of skipping this. Most people over 70 breathe in shallow, rapid patterns without realizing it. This stress breathing increases cortisol, your stress hormone, reduces oxygen flow to your brain and heart, leads to higher blood pressure, fatigue, and even brain fog. If you've ever woken up feeling wired but tired, or had a racing mind first thing in the morning, this could be why. Numerous studies from the National Institutes of Health and Harvard's Mind-Body Institute show that just a few rounds of controlled deep breathing can lower blood pressure within minutes, reduce inflammation markers in the body, increase vagal tone, which helps regulate stress and mood, improve mental clarity and focus for up to 4 hours. This technique isn't just calming, it actually reprograms your nervous system for better aging. Walter struggled with panic attacks and morning anxiety after losing his wife. At 79, he feared these symptoms would rob him of his independence. Then a friend introduced him to the 30 to 2 breathing method. Within a week, his morning panic attacks stopped completely. He felt more in control of his emotions. And surprisingly, he said, "It's like fog lifted from my brain. I can think clearly again." Walter now does this breathing habit before his feet hit the floor every morning. How to do it: the 30 to 2 breathing technique. Right when you wake up, before standing up, try this. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat for 2 full rounds, takes 30 seconds. Pro tip: place your hand on your belly. Make sure it rises with each inhale. This ensures you're breathing from your diaphragm, not your chest. Your action step. Tomorrow morning, before you reach for your phone, try 2 rounds of 30 to 2 breathing right there in bed. Just 30 seconds and you may notice calmer mind, clearer thoughts, a more energized and centered start to your day. Habit 5, protein-rich breakfast. Many older adults start their day with toast, coffee, or sugary cereal. Sound familiar? That kind of breakfast may be fast, but it silently sets you up for muscle loss, which accelerates after age 60. Blood sugar crashes before lunch. Brain fog, fatigue, and irritability. Without enough protein in the morning, your body turns to muscle tissue for fuel, and over time, that leads to frailty, weight gain, and cognitive decline. AARP and multiple geriatric studies show that seniors who consume at least 25 grams of protein at breakfast maintain up to 40% more muscle mass than those who don't. Higher morning protein intake also supports stable blood sugar, reduces food cravings, and improves mental clarity throughout the day. Dr. Michael Valdez, a longevity specialist, notes, protein isn't just about strength, it's your shield against aging. Linda used to feel exhausted by 10 a.m., even after 8 hours of sleep. Her typical breakfast? Toast with jam and coffee. Then she learned about the power of protein-rich breakfasts. She started her mornings with 2 eggs, a scoop of Greek yogurt, a handful of almonds. Within 3 months, she lost 12 pounds of stubborn fat. Her morning energy skyrocketed, and she felt stronger and more stable walking upstairs. Linda says, "I never thought changing breakfast could change my life, but it did." Simple protein-packed swaps. Your target: 25 to 30 grams of protein each morning. Here's how you can get there. 2 eggs equals 12 g. Half a cup Greek yogurt equals 10 g. 1 scoop protein powder in water or milk equals 20-25 g. Handful of almonds or walnuts equals 6 g. 1 slice of protein bread equals 10 g, optional boost. Mix and match. You don't need a fancy recipe, just consistency. Bonus tip: prep a high-protein smoothie the night before with Greek yogurt, banana, spinach, and protein powder for a grab-and-go option. Ask yourself, what's one simple swap you can make tomorrow? Could you replace your toast with eggs? Swap sugary cereal for a protein shake? Habit 6. Take a gratitude moment. Start your day with mental strength. What's the first thing that runs through your mind each morning? For many people over 70, it's worry, health, finances, aches and pains, or even loneliness. This type of automatic negativity isn't harmless. It actually triggers a surge in cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. Over time, this increases mental fatigue, disrupts sleep quality, weakens your immune system, and slowly chips away at your emotional resilience. You don't need toxic positivity, you need mental balance. That starts with gratitude. Research from the Positive Psychology Center at the University of Pennsylvania shows that just 5 minutes of intentional gratitude in the morning leads to better sleep, lower depression, and higher reported life satisfaction. Gratitude practices lower cortisol levels by up to 23%. Seniors who adopt a gratitude habit experience fewer mood swings and better memory recall. Dr. Susan Carlton, a psychologist who works with older adults, explains. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good idea, it's a tool that rewires the brain for resilience. At 76, George had survived a heart attack, lost close friends, and lived alone. He often woke up feeling anxious and overwhelmed. But after attending a wellness group, he began writing down 3 small things he was grateful for each morning. At first, it felt silly. Clean socks made the list on day 1. But within weeks, his mindset began to shift. I started noticing the good again. My morning coffee, my granddaughter's laugh, even a cool breeze. I feel like I've rewound my brain 10 years. Today, George calls this his most important health habit, even more than exercise or supplements. Start small, stay consistent. No fancy journal required. Just grab a notebook, a scrap of paper, or even your phone. Every morning, before breakfast, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Keep it small and specific: warm slippers, a call from a friend, no back pain today. This simple action flips your brain's chemistry from stress to stability. Only takes 2 to 5 minutes. Bonus if you say them out loud. Try this tomorrow. Just once. Write 3 things, however small, that made you smile or feel thankful. Then notice. Is your breath slower? Is your mood lighter? Does your morning feel more grounded? Comment grateful if you're going to start this tomorrow. Or better yet, what are you grateful for today? Habit 7. Balance practice. Just 1 minute a day could save your life. Falls aren't just scary, they're deadly. After age 70, falls are the #1 cause of injury-related death, and even non-fatal falls often lead to broken hips, long-term hospital stays, fear of movement, loss of independence. And the worst part? Most people don't realize their balance is declining until it's too late. A groundbreaking study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that just 1 minute of balance training per day reduced the risk of falling by up to 45% in older adults. How? Because balance isn't just physical, it's neurological. Practicing it daily keeps your reflexes sharp, muscles engaged, and inner ear functioning strong. Dr. Helen Kumar, a geriatric physical therapist, explains. You can't buy balance in a bottle. You have to train it, just like strength or flexibility. May lives alone, stays active, and hasn't had a single fall in over 5 years. Her secret? I balance on 1 foot every morning while brushing my teeth. That's it. When she first started, she could barely hold for 10 seconds. Now she easily hits 60 on each side, and feels confident walking on uneven ground or climbing stairs. No gym. No equipment. Just consistency. The 1 minute habit that protects your future. Here's the method. Stand near a counter, wall, or chair for support. Lift 1 foot off the ground. Hold for 30 seconds. Switch sides. Do this once a day, ideally during an existing routine, like brushing your teeth. Too wobbly at first? No problem. Lightly touch a wall with one hand and reduce support as you improve. Habit 8. No news, no phone for the first 30 minutes. Exclamation mark the cost of ignoring this. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? If you're like most people, it's this. Mobile phone, check your phone. Rolled up newspaper, scroll through the news. Fearful face, absorb a flood of negativity before your feet even touch the floor. That habit may feel harmless, but science tells a very different story. Exposing your brain to stressful input immediately after waking leads to spikes in cortisol, your stress hormone. Mental fatigue before 9 a.m. Lower emotional resilience throughout the day. Reduced ability to focus and remember. Dr. Andrew Huberman, neuroscientist at Stanford, warns. The first 30 minutes after waking is when the brain is most vulnerable to programming. What you feed it matters enormously. Brain the science. A study from Stanford University found early morning screen exposure increases anxiety by up to 27% and decreases focus and working memory for up to 4 hours. It's like starting your day by flooding your nervous system with alarm bells. Why sabotage your peace before you've even had water? Man, real story, Paul, 70. Paul used to wake up and check his phone right away, texts, emails, breaking news. I didn't realize how anxious I felt until I stopped doing it. He made one small change, no screens until 8 a.m. Instead, he stretches, makes tea, and listens to light jazz. Within a week, his mornings felt calmer, more focused, and even joyful. It's the best mental habit I've ever built, he says. Person in lotus position, how to do it. Here's your screen-free morning routine. No phone, news, or email for the first 30 minutes after waking. Keep your phone outside the bedroom or in airplane mode. Fill the time with gentle movement or stretching, light music or nature sounds, gratitude journaling, stepping outside for natural light. Habit 2. Rocket action step. Can you give your brain 30 minutes of peace tomorrow morning? Try this. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb tonight. Set an old-fashioned alarm clock or a gentle smart alarm. Choose one screen-free activity to do when you wake up. Then observe, how does your mood feel by 9 a.m.? How clearly can you think? How grounded do you feel? Person in lotus position, comment no phone if you're ready to take back your mornings. Final thought. You don't need to start your day in a panic. You deserve clarity, calm, and focus, especially after 70. And it starts with what you don't do in those first quiet moments. 30 minutes. No screen. Just you. Ready to feel the difference? Habit 9. Morning connection. Strengthen your heart, literally. Feeling isolated isn't just sad, it's physiologically dangerous. Studies now show that loneliness increases your risk of death more than obesity or smoking. Yes, more than smoking. And mornings, when the mind is quiet and unoccupied, are when loneliness can hit hardest. Without a warm connection to start your day, you may unknowingly trigger higher blood pressure, increased inflammation, lower immune resilience, cognitive decline over time. Brain the science. The National Institutes of Health, NIH, found people who engage in daily social connection experience a 26% stronger immune response, lower resting heart rate, improved emotional regulation throughout the day. Morning connection activates oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which lowers cortisol and supports heart health. Old woman, real story, Rosa, 77. Rosa lives alone, but she doesn't feel alone. Why? Every morning, before breakfast, she picks up the phone and calls her sister. Just 5 to 10 minutes of cheerful conversation. It gives me more energy than coffee, she smiles. She says this habit keeps her mentally sharp and emotionally full, even on the toughest days. That little moment of laughter or love reminds me I'm still connected to the world. Handshake, how to do it. Here are 3 simple ways to add morning connection to your routine. Call or voice message a friend or family member, even just to say good morning. Hug your partner or cuddle your pet. Step outside and wave or chat with a neighbor. It's not about the length of connection. It's about the consistency of warmth. Speech balloon action step. Who could you reach out to tomorrow morning? Try this. Before checking your phone or watching the news, send a short voice message to someone you care about. Or, if you live with others, say something kind and intentional. I'm glad we woke up today. I love being here with you. These small emotional deposits create a buffer against stress, sadness, and sickness. Final thought. Longevity isn't just about what you eat or how you move. It's also about how connected you feel to people, purpose, and love. Sparkle's one message. One smile. One simple connection. Could be the healthiest minute of your day. Are you willing to let someone in, starting tomorrow morning? Habit 10, morning planning with purpose. Activate your brain, elevate your day. Ever felt like the day just happened to you? Like time passed, but you weren't really in it? That's not just a mood issue, it's a neurological warning sign. When you start the day without direction, your brain slips into reactive mode, which reduces mental clarity, increases emotional fatigue, accelerates cognitive decline over time. It's like walking through fog without a map. Brain the science. Research from the Journal of Aging and Mental Health shows that older adults who set daily goals, no matter how small, have up to 40% better memory retention and lower rates of depressive symptoms. Why? Because purpose fuels focus. And focus keeps your brain sharp. Planning your day isn't just productive, it's protective. Old man real story, Carlos, 82. Every morning, Carlos takes a moment to write down 2 simple things. One goal. One source of joy. It might be watering my plants or calling my granddaughter, he says. But it gives me a reason to move and something to smile about. This 2-minute ritual helped Carlos shift from passive days to purposeful living, even in his 80s. How to do it? You don't need a fancy planner. Just a pen, a notebook, and a quiet moment. Examples. Today I will take a walk to the park. I'm looking forward to a fresh cup of tea on the porch. These aren't just tasks, they're anchors for your attention and joy. Speech balloon action step. What's one small thing you'd love to do tomorrow morning? Try writing it down tonight before bed, or first thing after you wake up. This single habit can increase energy, reduce apathy, sharpen focus, and bring emotional brightness to your day. Final thought. Living with intention doesn't require grand achievements, just clarity and care. Sparkles, the most powerful part of your morning might be the sentence you choose to live by. So tomorrow, before your day begins, ask yourself, what will I do, and what will make me smile while I do it? Aging isn't something that just happens to you, it's something you actively shape, starting with your morning. So which habit will you try first? Comment below with the number that resonated most with you. And if this helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more science-based inspiration for healthy aging. Remember, 70 is not the end. It's the beginning of a wiser, healthier, stronger you.